always wear the same clothes. I don't even want to tell you guys about my underwear or my socks. Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube video channel. Today I wanted to do a quick true and false about me, or just some questions that people have asked me. So let's go. I do want to note that it might be a little bit loud in this because I am filming this in my office, and there is a lot of traffic going around this shopping plaza, so sorry, and I'll just start shouting so you guys can hear me better. The first true and false question is, you like to keep your personal life private from your public life. And that is 100% true. Though there are a lot of things I have no issues sharing, such as my kids, my work life, all of that, there are certain facts about my personal life that I do prefer to keep personal, just simply because I don't really like to share everything on social media. I feel like it's not necessary, and to be honest, I don't think it's always the best thing to share absolutely everything on social media, so that is why I like to keep some of that private. So that is my answer to that. So true to yes, I like to keep my personal life private from my public life. True or false, you prefer to stay home versus going out. That is also 100% true. So during COVID, obviously I stayed home just because to stay home. But to be honest, I did really thrive in that environment. I do really like staying home naturally. On the weekends, I always stay home with my boys, well now, but I'm kind of an introvert a lot more than people think. But I do love staying home. So it's just so nice. It's like everything I have, the kitchen, my bed, my boys, so it's just really nice to stay home. So yes, I like to definitely stay home more than go out. You don't want to inject forever, true or false? So obviously I think that's a true in the sense that I do not want to be injecting by the time I am 70. However, I do hope that one day I can retire. But for the time being, I'm probably going to be injecting for at least the next 20 years. So as long as my hands are good and I'm good, yeah, so expect to see me for the next 20 years injecting. You wish you could have had a different career. So that is 100%, is it true or false? I love the career that I am in right now. Do I ever wish I was in a different career? Honestly, no. Do I wish I did more things with my career? Yes. So that's why I'm always constantly looking for new things to do and new things to improve myself on. So I would say that's kind of like a true, yeah, let's see. You only wear designer items. That is absolutely false. I don't have that many designer clothes. This was old. This is about 3 years old. I got this from a cute little shop in Costa Mesa. I got this for super cheap. These leggings are from Lululemon, and I've had them for, I would say, like 3 years or so. I always wear the same clothes. I don't even want to tell you guys about my underwear or my socks or my shoes. However, even my bra, I'm wearing a nursing bra right now, and I kid you not, this is from when I was nursing Luke. So actually the back, the screws are actually undone. So it's really old. So I do not wear a lot of designer clothes. I don't wear a lot of expensive clothes. In terms of my bags, I will be honest, I do really like nice bags. But I also have a lot of bags that are really inexpensive. So I like to say my bags are my investment for my children and their girlfriends and wives. And if I ever have a daughter, it'll be for her. So I like to say it's an investment because bags usually go up in value. Negative comments don't always affect you. That is kind of a false, I will be honest. I think anytime anyone reads something bad about them, especially when it's not true, it definitely feels hurtful. I think that people need to be really careful with what they say on the internet. To be honest, I don't know why people say such things on the internet. It doesn't affect them at all, or I don't know why people go out of their way to write negative comments. I can honestly say I've never written a negative comment on anyone, especially someone I don't know. quite simply because why? So yeah, be careful with what you say on the internet because it could be very, very hurtful to the person you are talking about again, and a lot of the times it's not even true. So I definitely do get hurt by negative comments, not as much anymore. However, I try not to even read comments. I try not to read so many DMs because honestly it can get really scary. So yeah, so sometimes people could be really, really mean. So everyone should be nicer. You're rich. That is, I think rich is, it's hard to tell, you know, who's rich or who's poor, just, you know, but I work really, really hard. I will be honest, for everything I have. I work every single day. So it's hard to answer if it's true or false, to be honest, with that one. Okay. Your boobs are saggy after breastfeeding. That is probably a truth. I got my boobs done after Luke. So I breastfed Luke with no boob implants, breast implants, and with Noah, I have breast implants. To be honest, it's so much easier feeding Noah. I think it's more so the fact that I'm so used to it. But so the implant side note, but that's a question a lot of people ask me too. It has not affected my breastfeeding at all. So but yes, my boobs are saggy. The right boob is actually a little bit more saggier than the left boob, and that's always been it. Even before I got my implants done, the doctor said your right boob is saggier than your left. So maybe one day oh my God, my padding is like all over the place. But maybe one day I will get a lift. However, not anytime soon. You wish you went smaller on your boobs. So, boob question. So actually, to be honest, I love the size of my boobs. I think they fit my body quite well. And right now they're a lot bigger because I am still breastfeeding. However, I have no regrets with the size of my boobs. I went 520 and 485. So 485, 520. I can't really remember. You don't watch much TV. That's definitely true. I actually rarely watch TV. I just finished watching The Queen's Gambit, which I highly recommend. It even surprised me that I started it because I usually watch the same shows over and over. I rarely ever watch new shows. I'm really sensitive to scary things, and so I just have to make sure that the show is not scary before starting it, or that there's no scary images or anything like that, because honestly it's really hard for me to sleep after. I get so scared and I think about it all day long. So I try not to watch scary shows or too many shows that I haven't watched before. The next show I'm gonna watch though is Bridgerton, which does not look scary according to the previews and my friends, and I heard it was really good. So I'll let you guys know how that is. You didn't get any stretch marks during pregnancy. So that one actually I did, which is funny. I did like right when I was about to give birth to Noah, but then they're kind of gone now, so that's kind of nice. So my boobs stretched completely and my stomach obviously stretched, but now they are a lot better. I did use a lot of oils and creams. However, even if I did have stretch marks, honestly, it's not that big of an issue at all to me, so cool. Maybe my third, I will definitely probably have stretch marks that last. With Luke, I didn't have any stretch marks during my pregnancy, after my pregnancy. Exercise will cause filler to dissolve faster. That is pretty much true. The more you exercise, the more the filler does go away a little bit faster. It depends on everyone, I will say. However, for the most part, the more you exercise, the faster your filler goes down. You are straight. Yes, I am straight. So that's a true. Is non-surgical nose job dangerous or risky? So I think that with fillers, I think with fillers, people need to remember that this is a medical procedure. It's not a straight beauty procedure or anything like that. It's a medical procedure, and with all medical procedures, risks are involved. So I just want to keep that, just always remind people about that. It's not always going to be perfect results. Your face is not going to be symmetrical before or after. It's just kind of part of it. It's part of the natural anatomy as well. But also keep in mind that as your injector, I do everything I can to make sure that we are as safe as possible. I'm very conservative in my treatment. I'm very familiar with anatomy, and not only that too, but I know what to do in the rare case of something really, really bad happening, such as an occlusion. So there are warning signs to look out for that trained injectors should know about. So I have been very well trained on that. Let's see. Now that you have boys, you want a baby girl. That is true. So I would love a baby girl. I would love another baby boy, to be honest. I am so girly. I have so many bows for myself, and I've just always been such a girly girl. However, having 2 boys, I'm actually kind of surprised how much I really thrive being a boy mom. I thought I would be bad at it because I don't know sports, I don't know boy like things. But honestly, I actually kind of really love it. So my boys are really sweet. They're really easy. I feel like if I had a girl, she'd be wild just because my boys are so chill. So we'll see. However, if I do have a girl, then that'll be really nice. So, but if I have another boy too, totally nice too. And on that note too, you want more kids. Yes, to be honest, that is true. I would love more kids. I think having kids is just so rewarding, and honestly, the boys again are so easy. So maybe I just think it's really easy, but I love having kids, so I would love to have a little bit more. Even if you are going through something tough, you remain positive and keep it off Instagram. That is 100% true. I like to think of Instagram as work in a way, and I always try to say, keep your personal problems at home, because in all honesty, it's just important. Like, I think that it's not the most professional look when you always bring your personal problems to work. And naturally, I'm pretty peppy as well, so. You love what you do. That is true. I truly love injecting. I love being an aesthetic nurse. I think it's a great career, and I think it's a great fit for me. I also love, kind of running a little shop and being a mom. So I do love what I do. Aesthetic nurses are looked down upon. I would say that's a false, to be honest. I haven't really heard of aesthetic nurses being looked down upon. I will say a lot of my patients that are nursing students, they say that, oh, I want to be an aesthetic nurse, but, sorry, not my patients, but my followers and patients. And they say, oh, but my nursing school or my cohort thinks it's like a lame profession. I don't know. But in all honesty, I've never really heard of it like in day-to-day life being looked down upon. So you are a registered nurse, you have properly been trained, you went through all the schooling, all the credentialing. So I think that if you're a nurse, if you're an aesthetic nurse, if you're any kind of nurse or anything, just own it. Let's see. That one day you will have a pop-up in San Fran. I hope that is true. I'm gonna manifest that and speak it into existence. That I will one day have a pop-up shop in San Francisco. I think that would be amazing. A lot of my patients actually come from San Francisco, and I love San Francisco, so maybe I'll make it a little trip too with the boys, because they have yet to go to San Francisco. You love Mexican food. That is 100% true. I love Mexican food. I think it's so good. There's really nothing I don't like. I really like it, so it's so flavorful. You have a favorite child. So, you know what's funny? I always used to ask like my mom, like, oh, who's your favorite child? I don't have a favorite child. However, I do have a child that I'll sometimes like more than the other one day, but Luke and Noah just are so sweet, and they're so young too that it's hard not to love them both equally. I will say on a relationship status, I obviously know Luke a little bit better. I've had the last 4 years with him. We are super close. However, Noah is just so darling and just such an easy, sweet baby that they're just both so sweet. So I love them both. However, again, I'm sure when they get older, especially, there are days that I will like one much more than the other. You always have pepperoncinis as a snack. So I always have them in my cabinet. I didn't eat them pretty much throughout almost my entire pregnancy. I just didn't really like them during my pregnancy. But now that I am finally kind of feeling more like myself again, I'm definitely liking them again. And they're still in my cabinet. I've always had a lot in my cabinet. And the expiration date is so far from when you buy it, so it's fine. You are smart. I can't really say it's true or false. I think I am smart enough. I got through all of the nursing school. I got through all undergrad. I got through my master's. Right now I'm getting my NP. So I think I'm smart enough to succeed in school. I think that I'm good at reading people. I think that I have certain street smarts, I guess, that got me to got me through life, but I wouldn't say I'm the smartest person in the class. I never ever would say that, ever. So you are a morning person. I definitely am. I'm super, super chipper in the morning. All my coworkers that have worked with me know that I am very rarely in a bad mood in the morning. If I am, I must have had a really like terrible morning, because I'm rarely in a bad mood. I always like to start off the day on a really positive note. I like to wake up early. I like to spend time with the boys. And to be honest, I go to sleep really early as well. So I guess you wouldn't call me a night person, just simply because I'm asleep. Injecting is difficult. I think certain areas are a little bit more difficult than others. I think certain faces are a little bit harder than others. However, I think that once you are properly trained and once you've been doing this for quite some time, I've been doing this for years at this point. I've seen quite a bit. So yes, certain areas are harder than others. I wouldn't really say injecting is difficult for me now though. You love being a mom. Yes, I absolutely love being a mom. It's so rewarding. It's great. I love my boys so much. So I love being a mom. Last question. You are naturally very bubbly. Yes, I am naturally extremely bubbly. I won most energetic in junior high. I think it was because I was on the yearbook staff, and I honestly can't really remember, but I don't think anyone was even running against me. But I did win most energetic. I've always been super bubbly, super happy. I just think sometimes when people are like always negative or like sad and sighing, I'm just like, So I'm always pretty happy. There's always something in life to be happy about, no matter how terrible your life seems at that moment. Just know that there's always something to be happy about. So I hope you guys like that true and false. I hope I did it correctly, if it's even a thing. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.